Hello everyone, welcome to my Vanguard Shi no Numa review. The Archon comes out in a few days, so I wanted to get this done. I'm going to try to make this a bit shorter than my other ones, just so it's not as drawn out. So let's get into it. Now first off the bat, this is definitely the best piece of Vanguard Zombies content in the game. I still wouldn't say it's definitely not like full price worthy if you want to buy Vanguard yet, just for zombies. Definitely wait off till it's on sale. Maybe it'll be more worth the price once more content comes out, but it definitely is a great piece of content in the game, and it is very replayable. So starting with the atmosphere and visuals, Vanguard Zombies still is the most technically impressive zombies game, even if there's disagreements about its art style. Like, Shi no Numa looks beautiful in this. I really like the nighttime aesthetic. It goes well with the spotlights and the lighting. Everything just is really cool. The sound design is nice. A lot of crickets chirping and stuff. They bring back the Chronicles round change music, but I don't think all of them are brought back, because I think they have some problems with the round change audio right now. As in putting I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. But everything just looks great. The Wonderwaff is the best it's ever looked visually. It looks like what it looks like in the thumbnails, where it's like all oversaturated and stuff, except it's actually in-game and real. The Pack-a-Punch camos on it look great. All the particle effects. Basically, everything looks great. It still is a different version of the same map we have so many different versions of, but really like the nighttime vibe. So for me personally, I'd say 8.5 out of 10 for the atmosphere and visuals, or at least visuals. Atmosphere, maybe more 7, 8, but yeah. So just make that an 8. So for the map flow / gameplay, this is the first round-based map in Vanguard, and I actually really like the way it works with the upgrade systems. I think there's a really good sense of progression that kinda was lost in Cold War because of the way the upgrade system worked in that game. I still really like Cold War, and obviously have much more time in it, but if you like more building yourself up to be more powerful over time, I think Vanguard kinda handles that better. If you like doing it in a single game as opposed to upgrading yourself permanently like in Cold War, because you start super weak and then you end up super powerful, instead of Cold War where as soon as you grab one of your perks you're instantly very powerful if you have that already upgraded. The map is Shi no Numa again, but it does have a new dig spot area that I think flows really good with the rest of the map. It connects quite nicely and it's fun to train around in there. The zombie pathing in Vanguard is a bit different, so it takes a while to get used to in round-based form for the first time. But there's a weird thing where a lot of times, because of the whole Modern Warfare Warzone movement system, you're able to squeeze between zombies a lot easier. Like, you don't get trapped as much, or you will be trapped for a sec and you can just squeeze out. So there's a lot of maneuverability in there that is to be tested. A lot of little parkour moves you can do, stuff like that. I do think the map flows really well. It is fun, but it is still Shi no Numa. But with that said, I do like the unique gameplay experience it has compared to all the other versions of it, so you know what, I'll just give it a 9 out of 10. Also, I'm ranking these on like a Vanguard basis, not like, this might not be like a 9 out of 10 in another game, but I'm more ranking these maps how they are in this game. Basically, let's say we put D Machine in Black Ops 4. Like, D Machine, as the experience it is in Cold War, I think it's very fun. I think in Black Ops 4, it would be a very bare bones map, because the mechanics of that game don't go with that map. So how I'm going to rate these maps from now on is how good they go with the systems that are put into place in the specific game they're in. So anyway, moving on to Easter egg and story. The Easter egg is fun. It involves like finding a echo of Syraxis, and you got to fight her off. And it's pretty unique, and I like it. You can tell they had their budget slashed a lot compared to Cold War, but I I still think it's fun, and it's a nice, fun little Easter egg. It gives the right amount of challenge. It's like about Cold War's level of challenge. So I still like the way they're going with it. It's a bit on the shorter side, but there's a lot of good story stuff in there for those who have been paying attention. And they even they got all the radios. They got not the old radios, but they got new radios. They got the instrumental version of the one. They got a Chaos reference, which has a lot of implications, but it's most likely Alistair exists in this universe, but it's not the same Alistair from the actual Chaos storyline, because that would bring up a lot of new concepts. Maybe that's what they're going for, though. But the Easter egg and story, I really liked. The boss fight, I guess, is a bit simple. It's kind of just reskinned, reused assets from the rest of the game, but I think the way they did it was unique, and I think the story for this game is always fantastic. They're always putting effort into it, so I'm gonna also give that a 9 out of 10. So overall, for this map, as a Vanguard Zombies map, I know that Archon is the last content we're getting for this game, but I wish this game could have had more round-based maps, because I really like the unique way they progress in this game. It's sad we're only going to get two examples of that type of gameplay, because I would give this like an 8 out of 10. Definitely my favorite version of Shi No Numa, just because how unique of an experience it is compared to the others. I just wish they were able to experiment with this style more. It sucks that the Archon's going to be the last bit of round-based content for this game, or any content at all. I do hope Treyarch has more time on whatever they're working on in the future, because they've been split across like 5 games at the same time. I might be exaggerating, but at the same time, not really. I am looking forward to the Archon. I'm going to be streaming that when it comes out, and I do really like this version of Shi No Numa, and I am looking forward to Treyarch's future content. Although I am sad they probably didn't get to experiment with the Vanguard systems like they wanted to. This is a great piece of content, so Vanguard Shi No Numa, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. Sorry, adding in one more little thing I forgot. The Wunderwaffe quest, I think it's perfect difficulty. It's not too hard, but you don't just get it instantly. There is like a round gate before you can start getting it, because you need Zavala to spawn. But yeah, it just feels like all the quests in this map they weren't too tedious, but they weren't made super easy. So I do think they struck a good balance here, and I look forward to what they do with the Archon.